guys, Jeannine here with a surprise review for you, as this movie I saw was a surprise to me. My local Regal Theater does something called Monday Mystery Movies. $5 ticket to a movie, you don't know what it's going to be, show up at the allotted time and all is revealed. So this is my third time doing one of these Monday mystery movies, and the last two I saw were really fun. The first one was The Greatest Beer Run, a movie with Zac Efron. And the second one was the Spirited movie, the Christmas Carol movie with Will Ferrell and Ryan Reynolds. Both were Apple movies, Apple original movies, so I thought maybe it's just an Apple thing and all these movies are going to be Apple releases. So I was like trying to research and look at the slate of new Apple movies coming out, thinking what it was going to be. There was this really good Michael J. Fox documentary, a new Martin Scorsese movie, a movie with Henry Cavill, who's like this, globe-trotting spy. So I was like, what could it be? But then it ended up being a Sony movie, and a movie I actually really wanted to see, and it was Missing, the kind of sister movie to 2018's Searching. Searching is the movie all kind of told through devices and screens and apps, where John Cho is trying to find his missing daughter. So yeah, this is a movie that I think is kind of made by the same people, but this one's called Missing, and it's from the perspective of the daughter, played by Storm Reid, when her mom, played by Nia Long, goes on a vacation with her boyfriend. She doesn't come home when she's supposed to, so now Storm Reid is on this kind of big search to find her mother, and of course she's doing it all through online and apps and video calls and all kinds of things to find her mom. And so, I can't even, fathom how a director would go about directing a movie like this, where you're kind of not, just camera to actor kind of directing. You're directing them through video screens, through video calls, showing them scanning through text messages or opening emails and writing little notes and through their phone. And so like, how do you kind of tell a story? Like, how do you direct something like that? But they did an amazing job. I love kind of seeing all the open tabs, and you as a viewer are trying to kind of figure out these clues and pick up on things as the story goes along. You're trying to kind of see, what's going on with other characters that come into the mix. Other characters who you think are not going to be too important to the plot end up actually, kind of playing in a really interesting way as well. So, I appreciated that aspect of it, and just kind of very personal things as well. Storm Reid is like this teenage girl, this 18-year-old girl, and she's very much that kind of teenager who's, like, mom is very overprotective, mom is just really annoying, just can't wait for you to leave so I can party with my friends, just leave me alone, that kind of teenager. So then when her mom ultimately goes missing, there's kind of a guilt that comes in of like how she always kind of treated her mother, and now she's missing. So it adds this kind of other layer of kind of the emotional kind of fight to find her mom. So I like those aspects of it. And also it's really cool because, you're not having someone really give you a ton of exposition. You're finding things out about the characters. The story is kind of unfolding without someone kind of telling you everything. You're seeing it through the screen. You're discovering things as your character is discovering things, as she's reading text messages, as she's opening emails, as she's kind of talking to different people. And that's how we're getting our information. So I think that's a really cool way to do it, as opposed to kind of heavy exposition. You're getting it through these devices and these apps and discovering things as our characters discovering them. So I think that's a really really interesting, innovative, modern way of telling a story. Searching, I think, was a really cool surprise to a lot of people when it did something like that. I also kind of enjoy movies like Unfriended that did similar things in terms of telling your story through screen, through webcams and things like that. So this was a really cool way of telling a story, kind of a great mystery that you're kind of trying to solve. I really liked the characters. There were twists and things that I thought were like so obvious, but then there was another layer there that I wasn't expecting. So I'm glad that it kind of pulled me back from, thinking something was too obvious. It actually had an added layer to it that made it more in-depth and interesting and a nice surprise. So there were some really cool twists in this story as well. So overall, really enjoyed Missing. I was really excited that this was the Monday Mystery Movie. I do believe it comes out for a wide release on January 20th. So I definitely recommend checking it out. If you haven't seen Searching, the John Cho film, I would recommend that as well. These are kind of sister movies. I think it does kind of have a nod to Searching in this movie. So yeah, definitely really enjoyed Missing. Really exciting. So yes, if your theater does Monday Mystery Movies, I'd definitely recommend checking them out. I've enjoyed everything I've seen so far, and it's a really kind of fun experience for $5 to see a movie early. And yeah, this was one I was excited to see, so I'm glad that this was the movie that I got to see. So Missing, really good movie, really good mystery, told in a really cool modern way, as we are kind of people who are almost run by our devices. We use them for everything. So the fact that those kinds of things and that technology factored into the telling of the story was just such a cool thing. So yeah, Missing, check it out. And thank you for checking out this surprise review. I hope you will put a like on it, share, subscribe, all of the things. And yeah, again, thank you for checking out this review, and I will see you in the next one.